I think I actually agree with Ogiehor Lance that the creative sector has actually made this statement. So you look at the contribution to Nigeria GDP, look at the number of people employed in the industry. You don't, as an investor, you don't actually need that other, kind of stats to be able to see the value of that industry. I think the creative industry in Nigeria has actually made its mark. They have made the sector become global. They have projected Nigeria image in a very positive light. Quite a lot of things that they have done in the sector. But there are two areas that I think we could possibly quickly add value, looking at it from the technology point of view. Because one of the things that I see that we need to bring to bear in the industry is the lack of managerial talents. You don't have enough professionalism, not just in the filmmaking itself, but in all the other processes around it. For example, how you present your business case, for example. Investors are nimble. They only go to the places where they are sure of their returns on investment. And the film in the creative industry in Nigeria does not have that luxury of what I would call having mature investors in the industry. Because when talking about the technology sector in Nigeria, most of the money coming in are actually coming from outside Nigeria, and they are coming from tech mature investors, people who already understand how the technology industry works. You don't have that luxury of the creative sector in Nigeria. So you don't have the investors that have the patience to go the long haul. So you only have few people here and there with some deep pocket, put into a few million and take cut their losses and take their profit and then run very quickly. That's not what you need in the industry. So you need to develop that, what I would call that bucket of mature investors in the industry, and that will take some time. To be able to, just to be able to get yourself to that point, we need to be able to see how the industry itself will also leverage technology. They're not leveraging technology enough for now. If you look at the quality of the films coming out of Nollywood after all these years, they don't really actually match international standards. So we need to have private investors come into those areas, not just necessarily putting money down to make a film and get your profit and cut your loss and run, but people who will be there for the long haul, the patient investors for the industry who will be there to let their money sit there for a while.
All right, thank you very much.
I must Madam Jesus, I must react immediately.
Okay. All right. And then Niyi and then Dr. Sultan.
Yes, because because I said for 41 years of my life, I've been in the creative business, from stage to this to that. And when I say I cannot write a business plan, that is not to say literally you cannot write a business plan. But he just painted a picture, and that is exactly what is the issue with the creative industry as a team. We need patient investors. And this is one word, with all due respect, Mr. Ogiehor, this is what I'm going to take. And we need people, I will give you one instance. There's a guy called Kunle Afolayan. Kunle Afolayan was a banker. The father had made a huge name as a filmmaker before the father died. He read accountancy and went into banking. And when he saw that the industry was coming up, he took his banking skills and the contact that the father has made and came in. It now seems as if the rest of us doesn't know what we are doing anymore, because he already had garnered this kind of experience from somewhere, the kind of talk that the corporate folk want to hear and all of that. The industry is in dire need of managers. Borrowing again from what Ogiehor said, managers that will say, okay, this is a virgin area as far as we are concerned. what are the things we need to research into bringing out some of these things that is going to further consolidate the industry. That is it for me. Thank you very much for that contribution. I'm really, really elated hearing that.
Thank you. That's very interesting. So not lack of managerial talent, not leveraging technology enough. That was from Paul Ogiehor. Niyi, if you can please, if you can make your comments, observations, or questions.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just a few observations. I mean, thank you very much. Firstly, Lancelot, for that presentation. It was very good. I really want to talk about, or I want to encourage you. I don't want to talk about Lancelot, but I want to talk about the industry generally. I want to encourage you and your colleagues to take advantage of the input made by Dr. Sota. What he said is critical to any type of business success, whether that business is based in Jamaica or Nigeria or in Singapore. He talked about taking advantage of the examples made in Silicon Valley. A lot of these small companies in Silicon Valley also lack expertise in what we might say is lacking in the creative industry in Nigeria. So people who cannot write business cases, or people who cannot present, or people with deep managerial skills. So I want you to, as a leader in that industry, I want you to take advantage of that. The second thing I would also like to encourage is this. What Emmanuel Okarakpo was really talking about is a big topic for me. That is, whether you are in the creative industry in Nigeria, or you are a medical student, or you are a roadside mechanic, it's about taking responsibility. People in the industry generally also need to understand that there's a limit to the amount of money that government will spend in any industry. And when we know that this industry is extremely good for us, you've mentioned going to France, you've mentioned an Indian person hawking Nigerian videos and stuff like that. We know this industry is huge. Therefore, it's also important for us in the industry to really take ownership of that, of moving that industry forward, and not waiting for a special president or one that is, let's say, super intelligent or not, to move it forward, because that's not going to happen. It doesn't happen anywhere in the world. I think it's only Singapore that we have an example of a president that is really forward-looking. The last topic is now directed to you, Lancelot. When you went to France, you said you saw the Nigerian representative, our man in Nigeria, in effect, and for whatever reason, both you and the other chap did not see the advantage of that. But what I would rather say is this: you are the one that needs the promotion. Yeah, you are in the industry that needs this promotion. So at times we must put ourselves in the face of these guys who may not really recognize the color of money. Yeah, so please do not miss the opportunity to be in front of any of these people, whether you're in France or you're in India or wherever you are, because it's really vital for them to promote you. And those are the observations I'd like to make. Thanks very much.